Hey, welcome to Craft Alliance. This is the Feathers and Fedoras speakeasy. Come on in, we're gonna have a great time. Hey! Yeah. Welcome and thank you for joining us at Feathers and Fedoras. We're so glad you're here. It's a night at the virtual speakeasy to benefit Craft Alliance. I'm Mark Witzling, Executive Director of Craft Alliance. As many of you know firsthand, Craft Alliance is a place where you can express your individuality, explore the boundless possibilities of handmade objects, and learn new craft techniques. Tonight, we've transformed our studios into a speakeasy as we celebrate the past, the present, and the future of craft. So grab your cocktail, let's get going, let's have some fun. Now first, you might ask, why a virtual speakeasy? We know you've all spent a lot of time on Zoom this year, and we want tonight to be a relaxing and a bit of fun. And as we thought about our event for tonight, we looked back and thought about the last major pandemic, which hit the world in 1918. It was just after that pandemic that the US economy just took off. And that resulted in the Roaring '20s. And as we begin to come out of this COVID pandemic, we hope, Craft Alliance has had an amazing year of change, and we're poised for our own new version of the Roaring '20s. So let's celebrate. I hope all of you will show your support for Craft Alliance tonight in whatever way you can. I do want to take a moment to thank our amazing sponsors, including Edward Jones, Andrews CPAs and Advisors, Peggy and Mark Holly, PNC Bank, Arch Design, Rich and Kathy Winter, Doherty Business Solutions, Big Blue Spark, Specialty Mailing, GoodellNet, and the Charity CFO. Please join me in your homes with a round of applause for them. Also, I want to thank the amazing Adam Foster from Adam Foster Fine Jewelry for hosting our VIP cocktail demonstration just a bit ago. Thank you so much, Adam. We really appreciate all you do. I also want to thank the members of the Feathers and Fedoras Event Committee for their guidance and support, and the Board of Directors for Craft Alliance, and I really want to give a deep, heartfelt thank you to the staff. They work their tails off, and they bring you this Craft Alliance virtual event, and they bring it to life. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. You've probably heard me say it before, but Craft Alliance changes lives. The direct, profound, positive impacts of working with the hands can be seen every day here at Craft Alliance. You'll see a few of those examples in just a bit. Your support tonight helps us sustain our vital programs, from giving everyone the opportunity to experience enriching craft opportunities, to innovative programming and new exciting exhibitions. Your gift not only strengthens the field of craft here at Craft Alliance, but creativity throughout the St. Louis community. You know, craft isn't just about learning a technique. Whether you're a new student or an experienced artist, whether you're in a summer camp, a high school, or perhaps exploring a career in the arts, craft is about giving people a voice, a way to express themselves. Just like poetry or music, working with materials and honing your craft technique is a vehicle for expressing your voice, your own personal story. Everyone, no matter their situation, has a right to express themselves, to share their voice. Craft Alliance is the community that shares and nurtures those skills, empowering individuals and improving the fabric of our community. Now, a wonderful evening lies ahead. And to kick things off, we'd like to give a virtual hello to our speakeasy guest, the amazing Fletcher Lane. Fletcher?
Thank you, Mark. And I am so ready for the Roaring '20s as well. Good evening. It's been my honor to work with Craft Alliance many times over the years. It's always so rewarding to support this great organization. And I know you're ready to join me tonight here at the virtual speakeasy and raise some clams for craft. And as Mark says, it's all about empowering people and expressing themselves. Well, we want you to express yourself tonight by supporting Craft Alliance. Now, we have an action-packed night for you, but before we get started, we have just a couple of housekeeping items. The silent auction features more than 60 items, all crafted by local and national artists. There's some incredible pieces in there, folks. Keep in mind, it closes at 7 p.m. tonight. So get those bids in now. Now, if you're watching on your smartphone or laptop, when you click that Donate Now button, and we want you to click it at least once and maybe more than once, it's located right above the live stream. And make a donation tonight, 100% tax deductible. Your donation will be matched by the Wingate Foundation. They will match it dollar for dollar up to $100,000, and we want to get there because that will net us $200,000. So let's see how high we can get that thermometer to go. Let me repeat that for everyone out there making a donation tonight. Your donation will be matched. It's 100% tax deductible, and that's double the impact, so act quickly because Craft Alliance Speakeasy isn't open all night long. It's not open for long. So now look, we already have a donation of $5,000 from David Sherrick. Thank you, thank you, thank you, David. And another $5,000 from Vicki Sauter and Joe Martinek. That's wonderful. That's $10,000 from those two donors, and Wingate's going to match that 10, so we're up to 20. Throughout the next 40 minutes, we're going to hear inspiring stories from the craft community. And a Craft Alliance event wouldn't be complete without a craft demo. Tonight, the Craft Alliance pottery wheel is taking a feathers and fedoras spin. So let's see what Dan Barnett is up to. Now, Dan, I understand you've been with Craft Alliance for a very, very long time. Would you tell me what it is about craft and creativity that makes you do what you do on that pottery wheel?
Well, Fletcher, welcome to my studio tonight. Craft Alliance has been key to me to becoming an artist. It's like I basically came into the work when I was in my 30s. I was in engineering, electronics, and after that, it's like I wanted a new change, and I went back to school, and I discovered art, and so especially ceramics. I've always been a builder all my life, and I basically fell in love with clay because clay allows me, with just a little bit of effort, to go ahead and create something directly out of my mind. So it's something that, you know, I call it, this is the stuff that dreams are made of, because it allows you to go ahead and work, throw, you can hand build, you can make clay look like metal, you can make it look like wood. The earliest clay that we have out there were people making effigies and figurines. Then you have like the whole industry that started early on, almost 15,000 years ago, of making vessels. And it's like it allows you to go ahead and make houses, you can keep your food in it, you can cook with it, you can carry fire in it. It's one of those ubiquitous, usable materials. And so me as an artist, I am always finding something new within it.
That's amazing. So tell me, what are we going to make tonight?
Tonight I'm going to be making some more whiskey sippers, and they're going to go with this piece that I've created behind me today. This is a pitcher for them, and I'm going to be firing them in my wood kiln at my property, probably by the end of the month. This is item number 7 on the actual
silent auction.
Thank you very much. And I have another piece also in the silent auction that you can see as a reference of what it will look like when it comes out. It'll go through the same kind of firing process, and the cups will be there to match.
Very good. So, thank you, Dan. And again, the pieces that Dan creates tonight are available in the silent auction. Look for, as Dan said, item number 7, and get your hands on these one of a kind. We'll be checking in throughout the evening to see how Dan is making progress with the Feathers and Fedoras pottery wheel. Now, Craft Alliance works with students across our entire community, whether in school-based programs or here at Craft Alliance, teaching the skills of craft while helping students gain confidence and explore their creative voice. Your support tonight helps build an ever-growing creative community. So let's take a look at that community now.
I think that it's important for our community, first of all, to know that Craft Alliance is here and what they're doing. and how important it is, and that there's an underserved portion of the community, children that go to school and the schools have no choice but to cut the funding for something, and oftentimes it's art that they choose to cut. And yet the science is there saying that these kids need this. So the fact that Craft Alliance can bring those kids in and at least a couple times a semester expose them to the world of art and what's out there, it opens their eyes and hopefully will allow them to seek it out in other places.
I think craft is a really important art form. And I mean, I think especially now, we live in worlds where everything is so mass produced. So to have things that are made by hand, by an artist, by somebody that you meet and know, and the work and labor and love that goes into those handmade things, I think is so important to support.
What most people don't understand about art, and specifically what Craft Alliance gives them, is a jumping off place. You don't have to know anything. You just have to have the desire to make art, to make something, and Craft Alliance will guide you and give you the opportunity. All you have to do is show up.
The talent that is here is amazing. The artists that create here, the instructors that teach here are so talented and so committed to their craft.
It's an amazing community that inspires me, and it's just like a second family. The effect they have on the community and the children that take their classes and the amazing programs that they offer.
Thank you, Robin and Meredith. For those of you at home who haven't visited our new expanded Craft Alliance space down here in the Del Mar Maker District, I hope you'll join us soon. It's a beautiful space. As you've just seen, we have larger studios, a beautiful space, and wonderful people that we're working with. The artists are terrific. It's part of our vision of creating a forward-looking craft education resource for the community. We wanted a space that excites and inspires creativity, and we wanted a space that encourages interaction between artists and students across all of our studios. But building a building is just that, a building. It's all of you, the students, teachers, artists, staff, and supporters of the arts, the people that form our Craft Alliance community. You make us who we are. When exploring a potential career or further education in the arts, it helps to learn from others in the profession. That's what our Crafting a Future program does for high school students. It's a program it's a mentoring program that provides intensive education in craft media to high school students throughout the area. Guided by these professional artists, students work in the studios over a period of 1 to 3 years to develop and exhibit a body of work in preparation for post-secondary education. Students also connect nationally and internationally known artists, and as well as their teen peers through exhibitions, lectures, and guest artist workshops. Right now, our Crafting a Future students are gearing up for their big exhibition that'll be here in our new Steinberg Gallery. That exhibition takes place in June, and I hope you can come down and check it out. So next, I'd like to introduce you to Maya and Sophia, 2 of our Crafting a Future students.
I think art is something that makes people happy and sort of expresses yourself in a way that sometimes words can't.
A lot of the work that I've put here obviously helps with my technique, but I think what's more important is how it's helped me refine my artistic process and my artistic ideals and help me figure out what I want to say and how to say it. My art now is a lot more meaningful and more true to how I feel and what I want to make.
I really like to experiment and try new things, and going here has definitely expanded my horizons with that kind of stuff, because I only touched pen and paper before I went here, and now I'm doing metals and clay and glass, actually.
Crafting a Future helped me put more emphasis on making art with a purpose and a meaning rather than just making art for its aesthetic value.
And it's helped me realize that there's a lot more to art than just drawing pictures.
Sophia is right. Art is something that makes people happy. Sophia and Maya are just 2 of the many great reasons to support Craft Alliance and the future of craft. I know you are excited to support Craft Alliance's mission tonight. If you haven't given, please click that donate button right now. Express yourself by supporting craft. It's 100% tax deductible, and we have a dollar-for-dollar match from the Wingate Foundation. So with your generous gift, you help us make our community a vibrant and creative place for all, and ensure that St. Louisans have access to exceptional craft instruction, tools, and spaces. You know, a gift of $1,000 tonight ensures that young artists like Sophia and Maya have access to programs like Crafting a Future, where they can start honing their craft and preparing for their artistic future. And if you remember what Mark said, it's a 1 to 3 year program. That is a real commitment on the part of craft as well as the students. And don't forget, your gift now will be matched dollar for dollar. A gift of $500 helps bring the artistic vision to life for visiting Art Smart schools by providing the essential art supplies needed to experience flame-worked glass, ceramics, metalsmithing, digital design, and fiber arts. I want to thank all those who have already made a contribution tonight. When you fund a need with your donation, you are part of a community that tells the world that craft and creativity are important. And we all know that the world now more than ever needs creative spirit. So let's check that thermometer to see where we are. Now, we love seeing that thermometer going up. Thank you to everyone who has donated so far tonight. We also have a $5,000 donation to fund the need from Michael Steinberg. Thank you so very, very much, Michael, for that generous gift. Michael, and a $3,500 donation from Kathy Barancic and Steve Novick. Thank you very much, Kathy and Steve. Keep them coming. Thank you also to Peggy and Mark Holly for your gift of $5,000. So express yourself, hit that donate button now, and don't forget, the Wingate Foundation is matching your gift, making an even greater impact on the future of Craft Alliance. Give what you can. Your support truly makes a difference. Now, I want to check in on Dan and see how things are going. But I have one question. Dan, what is clay?
So clay is nature making mountains into molehills. Basically, clay, when you breathe out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide bonds with rain as it falls and makes the rain slightly acidic, makes it carbolic acid. Well, that attacks limestone, granite, the mountains, and you have basically mountains break down slowly over eons and turn into stream beds around it. That's where your clay comes from, layer upon layer upon layer. Clayton is actually called Clay Town because there were 9 brickyards there at the turn of the century. They helped make all the clay bricks for all of South St. Louis, North St. Louis, and part of Chicago. There's ubiquitous clay throughout St. Louis for brick. And so, you know, it's like clay itself is just like, say, mountains becoming smaller and smaller. And it turns into little platelets, and it allows you to go ahead and throw or hand build with it. And when you fire it, it turns back into stone. That's why it's called stoneware, because you're basically transferring with heat all these degraded granite and everything else and converting it back into a stone through heat, about 2,000 degrees.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So how are we doing? How are we getting there on this piece?
We're doing well. It's like I'm just about to take this off of here. I did some faceting on this where I cut each section like I did on this. It makes the piece extremely light. It adds a lot of texture and surface to it. And then I can just come along, use a wire, slide it underneath, and pick it up. And I'm ready to start on another one.
And there you go. So, thank you so much, Dan. We're going to check back with Dan one more time. And remember, these items are going to be on the silent auction. So you want to bid. Item number 7 is this beautiful picture right behind Dan. So what I'd like to do now is introduce Stephanie Kirkland, Deputy Director at Craft Alliance. Stephanie, how are things in the speakeasy?
Thanks, Trevor. Thanks so much. What an exciting evening. Hello, everyone. Dan, as always, wonderful to see you throw. Craft Alliance has been igniting the community for over 50 years. I mean, that's a really long time. Imagine. It all started with a creative idea of a few artists on McPherson in 1964 who wanted to have a co-op gallery. And from that small group of artists seeking to promote their craft, Craft Alliance has evolved and changed, and we continue to grow, and we've become a really important part of the national craft community. You know, when I travel, I have artists that come up to me and they said, the first time I ever showed was at Craft Alliance. I mean, can you imagine how amazing that is? And today we are a robust art center with national exhibitions, 6 active studios, amazing community programs, a thriving gallery shop, and an artist in residence program. We are committed to supporting local craft artists and inspiring appreciation of craft across the community, from the young student or the beginner who first gets their first exposure in craft, to the adult who's seeking deeper appreciation and getting ready to get their hands dirty. I have a lot of people who tell me, oh, I always send my kids to camp, but now it's my turn, and that's exactly what we encourage here. If you haven't visited our gallery shop, please stop in. We have artists from all over the country. Everything's handmade. We carry so many different styles. There's something for everyone. It's our local faculty. It's our local artists selling in the shop, working with us, as well as our farmer artist in residence. And we continue to help mentor them and help them navigate the market. And for some of our makers in the shop, this is their livelihood. This is their bread and butter, and we want to share their work with the St. Louis community. So whether you're gifting something for yourself, which you should do, or you're buying a beautiful handmade gift for somebody, remember, every time you walk in there, you're supporting local and you're supporting makers, which is really important. So as we look ahead, we have this beautiful new Steinberg Gallery, and we're going to be having some really exciting new exhibitions coming through that are really going to be challenge your thinking about things, the way things are made, and really challenging current and relevant issues today. All artists right now are speaking voices, and we're here to project those, and it's going to be a really exciting year. But our commitment to our artists runs pretty deep, and we are thrilled to have an amazing selection in our silent auction tonight, featuring over 60 artists from across the country. This includes many former artists in residence, faculty, staff, artists who sell in the shop, and just good old fans of Craft Alliance. And I want to thank them all for donating a piece of art to support us. So artists like nationally recognized Sam Stang, Michael Bauermeister, who are the pulse of Craft Alliance, Joe Steely, Patty Chambers, they all continue to support our mission of excellence in exhibitions and education. So Sam, once again, has blown an amazing Marini-style glass bowl. This thing is luminous, it's gorgeous, it's 20 inches big, and everybody needs it in their room. It is a showstopper. You have to have a Sam Stang if you live in St. Louis. Our faculty is made up of working artists who are gracious enough to share their knowledge with our community, and I find that so amazing here at Craft Alliance. And there were so many pieces donated. For example, our beloved clay instructor, Mary Henderson, sticking with the theme of speakeasy, has donated a wonderful whiskey set. It includes 2 corked bottles and handmade stoppers with 2 cups, an ice container, if you guys have seen it online, that's what that beautiful vessel is, along with the tray. It's just a beautiful set. We have work from glass instructor Kevin Hurd, who submitted a beautiful, colorful necklace and earrings. We have our metals instructor and studio tech, Kelly Miller, has fun and easy things, necklaces and earrings to wear. There's so much jewelry. So don't miss it. There's a necklace from Yuko, and there's a beautiful bracelet from Peg Fetter. We also have about 18 former artists in residence who have generously participated this year from across the country. So I thank them because that warms my heart. And I really want to pick out 2 works to point out, and that is our current residents, Sarah Knight and Douglas Dale. Sarah's playful treatment of her textures in clay make a wonderful small-scale sculpture, and Doug's work explores surfaces and is highly detailed and executed beautifully. It's a beautiful 2D wall piece. We also have, continuing from our artist in residence, a stunning blue hand sculpture by Lindsay Pataski and a gorgeous crimson study marbling on silk. It's beautiful, be beautiful in any room, from Megan Singleton. There's also an amazing embroidery piece from Kelsey Wiskirkin, which is a technique she really developed during her residency, and it's a beautiful, wonderful, warm piece. There's just so many wonderful pieces in here. I can't mention them all, but let's not forget some of our loyal shop artists like Roger Reimel. Roger always knocks it out of the park with a stunning one-of-a-kind statement necklace, a fantastic piece of art by Luann Reimel, and she transfers her images onto cloth and then stitches across it and creates this beautiful ripple effect on the piece. There are so many pieces from past exhibiting artists, which is really wonderful that these nationally recognized artists like Lissa Hunter has donated to our auction. Thank you, Lissa, as well as Howard Jones, and so many, Joe Steely, so many artists that exhibit with us. So this is your chance to not only get a one-of-a-kind unique piece of art that you love, but to support our efforts here at Craft Alliance and what we do for the St. Louis community. So one of the most astounding things is that our artists in residence have been around for 13 years, and we're in our new home, which makes it really exciting. So we have been supporting emerging and mid-career artists in craft to help develop their art in this collaborative, community-based center. Actually, I want to say that when we started thinking about how can we continue to support artists and we came up with the residency program, it was the one time that we really wanted to interject, hey, what do artists need? They need time and space to make their work, and that's really important to continuing fostering these relationships and helping the artists in our community. So since 2008, wow, that's how long, there's been 46 artists, which is really hard to believe. And they continue to keep in touch with us. They've become a part of our family. They teach in our studios. They're exhibiting right now in our gallery. And they continue to grow and thrive and keep us up to date. So in this new building, our residents now really get to engage with us every day. Their energy fuels our staff and our community. And I'm thrilled to introduce our current residents, Douglas Dale and Sarah Knight. So let's take a peek inside their studio and see what they've been up to.
My name is Sarah Knight. I am a mixed media sculptural artist, and I am a recent graduate from Washington University Sam Fox School with my MFA.
My name is Douglas Dale. I am a fiber sculptor. I use second skins, so I draft textile onto sculpture. Right now, that's a lot of drawing on wood with yarn, so making sort of a faux wood grain pattern.
My work is primarily working between the intersection of the artificial and the found in both geology and things that happen in my mixed media ceramics practice.
Where art is right now, materiality is like the floodgates have opened, and so the fact that I can use all these unconventional materials and all the associations with that. I love bringing those connotations to the table.
I was drawn to the Artist in Residency program at Craft Alliance primarily because I know Craft Alliance has been a big staple and hub for craft in the St. Louis community.
The amount of opportunities that are available here at Craft Alliance. There's the literal work that I'm making, but there is the community outreach. If I am interested in teaching, which I've been curious about, there's opportunities to pick that up.
The idea that there are people coming to Craft Alliance from all walks of life with all levels of skill and understanding of the craft world to kind of grapple with the creation process, to learn about the traditions and future of craft and to share those with their community is really, really important.
And to have an institution like Craft Alliance where the education and the outreach and the makers, and if you just want to buy art or appreciate art or make art, all of those things happening in one place where everybody can come together, swap ideas and secrets, and there's a communication and a collective of that network that's really important and really hard to find in a lot of places.
Oh, thank you, Douglas and Sarah. We have truly seen the future of craft tonight. Aren't they amazing? Just tremendous and so creative. Now, we've asked a lot of you tonight, and you've given generously. We're just under about $58,000, and we deeply appreciate it. But I suspect that many of you tonight still feel you haven't made your statement of how much Craft Alliance means to you personally. Before we check that thermometer, click that Donate Now button and give what you can. We truly appreciate all of your support at any level that you choose to give. Even a gift of $100 helps Craft Alliance provide need-based tuition assistance to all students in need, both children and adults, ensuring equality of access to programs and removing social and financial barriers to arts participation. So I want to check in on Dan one last time, and while I'm going to ask Dan, I want you to hit that donate button, express yourself, any value, $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, $150, whatever you want to give, we appreciate it. And remember, we get a match all the way up to $100,000. So Dan, how are we doing?
We're doing great. About finished the cups, got the pitcher drying. I think it's time to get ready to join the party.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to do a little pre-firing because I don't seem to have a glass anywhere around here. So I thought I'd just make one myself. Just need to dry it out of here. And now,
aha,
I can have a little something to drink.
To the Roaring Twenties, Feathers and Fedoras,
And to our
Craft Alliance, Pottery, and Dan Barnett, cheers.
cheers. To your
I
good
love
health.
it. Folks, we are almost at the end of our time at the Speakeasy, so let's see where the thermometer is. And again, we're at $83,845,000. Come on, we can get 16,000, roughly 200 bucks. Let's go. Hit that donate button now. $83,845. If we get it up to 100,000, we get a $100,000 match. That's $200,000 for Craft Alliance. And again, I want to thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support. We've also got a $2,500 gift from Hope Abramoff. Thank you very much, Hope. And a $5,000 gift from Dr. Martin Weiss. And here's $5,000, another $5 from Peggy and Lee Kaplan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, this evening, we've seen how Craft Alliance transforms the lives of students from across the whole region. They come to Craft Alliance for camps, field trips, mentoring. How important is mentoring? Residencies, community programs, and a breadth of classes which empower students to reach their potential. That sentence alone is worth a donation from you. Those students gain confidence. They maybe make a mess or two here at Craft Alliance, but that's okay. Your contributions make it all possible. Now I want to say, for me personally, I come from a family that has been involved in art for a long, long time. So I am very, very committed to what Craft Alliance is all about. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. It truly has been the bee's knees, as they say in the Roaring Twenties. So let's see what's going on back in the Speakeasy. Mark, how is it going?
Thank you, Fletcher. It's going great. Thank you for all that you do for Craft Alliance. We truly appreciate it. Now, before we check that thermometer one last time tonight, I want to do something. I want to share a letter that we received this week from a parent. Teresa and her family recently participated in our Emerson Family Saturdays program. It's a free program offered here in our Craft Alliance studios. And sessions are led by professional artists, and they allow families to create together in each of our new studios, exploring clay, fiber, metals, glass, and graphics. So she writes this: I don't have enough words to express how wonderful it was to attend the 2 classes, mold making and printing. Both classes were great, informative, and fun. My personal favorite was the printing class, but I believe the best part was being able to learn and participate with my children. As you know, everyone has been isolated for the past 14 months. Our family schedule is usually very full, and we're always on the go. However, March of 2020, that all came to a halt. The last activity we attended before lockdown was at Craft Alliance. We were very disappointed that we weren't able to continue due to COVID. After a very long 14 months, I received an email announcing this round of classes starting, and once I read it to my 7 and 9-year-old, there was a round of cheers and so much begging to break quarantine and sign up. I can't think of a better way to start edging out into the world again. Because of these classes, which my mother and mother-in-law each attended one with us, my girls will be signing up for summer camp. Both grandmothers saw how much my kids loved the classes. The crafting is wonderful, but the instructors' enthusiasm, personal attention, and love for their art is what really makes it all so amazing. Thank you for offering the classes. I'm sure you've put many smiles on all those masked faces that have passed through your doors. Sincerely, Teresa. So you see, Craft Alliance is more than an art center. It's a community of wonderful people who learn, teach, visit, and shop here. And you're a vital part of the Craft Alliance community. Let's look at the thermometer here one last time. We are now at 85,000, I'm sorry, I have an update, $85,345. We are doing wonderful. Thank you so, so much for your incredible support. Now, we can't wait to see you down here soon. And don't forget, the silent auction is going to stay open until 7, so you can continue to bid on those wonderful items, continue to hit that donate button. We've got up until 7 o'clock to participate in the auction, and we really do need your support there. Together, we are Craft. And lastly, have a great night, and thank you to the entire Craft Alliance team. We're at 85,845. Keep it going, folks. Thank you.